P-A-T-I-E-N-C-E. Patience. The one thing I want you guys to learn from this BMW search exercise is patience and the ability to walk away from a tempting deal, because losing one car is not the end of the world. There's tons of good pre-owned cars out there. You just have to keep searching and be patient. I know some of you are already thinking, nah, this Morena will never find the car he's looking for because he's always complaining about little things, wara wara, and like this chief doesn't know what he wants. Well, that's because you are impatient and you just want to see things happening fast without any sober reasoning. So me and my team drove from Nelspruit to Polokwane to continue our BMW search, and by team I'm referring to my sister and Mama Snow. They drive for me, help me film my videos, and they are my bodyguards. And yes, I pay them. I've created job opportunities here, but that's Pumelap. You know, one thing I learned from this BMW search series is that the best way to make a terrible decision is to ask for advice from a lot of people. Some will say, no, if you want a BMW, you must buy a diesel model because petrol variants are a problem. Hey, stay away from 4-cylinder engines because a real BMW must have 6 cylinders. Some say you should never buy a used BMW if you are serious about life. Then there's the group that says never ever buy a BMW, whether brand new or used. Don't. The worst advice is always from the guys who've never owned cars. It's almost like taking Jolo advice from someone with chronic guababa that has an old t-shirt or a vast lab full of DNA under their bed. What does it call up? Okay, sharp, we buy cars Polokwane, we arrived. And as usual, let's start by revisiting the cars we covered in our previous search video. The first one is the 2018 320D. I've been watching it for about 6 months now, and the price gradually dropped from 450,000 rands down to 410,000 rands. It has been sitting at 410,000 rands for over a month now, and I don't think anyone will buy it at that price. If we don't see a price drop within the next 15 days, I'll just know that dealership is not serious. Let's just watch and see how it goes. The second car is the mighty M5. It was initially going for 440,000 rands, and when I posted part 2, it was sitting at 420,000 rands. Now it's down to 414,000 rands. It's all about patience. If you rush, you flush money down the drain. The 2021 18i is also not sold yet, and the price keeps on dropping. I don't really want it, I'm just monitoring it to see how long will it stay on the market. It has been gathering dust for plus minus 5 months now. The M135i was initially going for 320,000 rands, and when I posted part 2, the asking price was 312,000 rands, and I complained that it was still a bit high. Okay, sharp, after that it dropped to around 305,000 rands and someone took it. It's gone. But it's cool. With this waiting game, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You just have to know when to strike. If you are wondering what happened to the Lexus, well, it's gone. It was sold within a month. The price only dropped once, yavai. So now let's check out some of the interesting Beamers we found in Polokwane. Here's a blue 2017 420D with a blacked out grille, and by the way, my dream car, or rather fantasy car, is a blue 3 Series with blacked out wheels and a blacked out grille. This 4 Series is so nice, even Mama Snow kind of liked it. It's going for 300,000 rands and has around 160,000 kilometers on the clock, but it's just a 2-door, and that's a deal breaker for me. A car must have 4 doors. You know why? Because. Performance-wise, a 420D is completely similar to a 320D. You get a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine with a power output of 140 kilowatts and 400 Newton meters of torque. This is just a 2-door version of the 3 Series, and I prefer a 3 Series for obvious reasons. Unfortunately, everywhere I go, I only find the poverty spec 3 Series, and I don't want them. Look at this 2016 420i. It's nice and fresh, only just 100,000 kilometers on the clock, and it's going for 284,000 rands. I want a car like this one, but it must have 4 doors. 2017 520D. It's nice, but it looks too professional and formal. I don't want to drive around looking like a Nigerian politician or a pastor. I'm only 28, and this is what I want. Grandshop, I came here specifically for this car, and I was kind of disappointed. Online, the only issues they highlighted in the Decker report are smooth rear tires and a defective left fog lamp. For those who don't know, smooth rear tires only mean one thing. And don't say you heard that from me. The car is going for 256,000 rands and has around 154,000 kilometers on the clock. The interior is fairly clean and everything seems to be fully functional. Radio, aircon, windows, everything is fine but the front end. Look, a high mileage car is not a problem as long as it has complete service records and a clean accident history. Buying a high mileage accident car is a pointless experiment because you already know the outcome. The 335i you are looking at right now has several signs that suggest it was involved in some accident. Color mismatch, white gaps and more. But my love for 3 Series is clouding my judgment. You see now emotions are taking over and I'm thinking with my heart. But deep down I know very well this car is not the one. The prime lending rate is currently sitting at 11.75% and we are likely to see another repo rate hike in July. People are seeing flames and getting rid of their fancy cars. Those who've been lining up their coins will be feasting in the next couple of months. Things are about to get interesting. More stock is coming and used cars are now staying on dealer floors for longer. That only means one thing and one thing only. What goes up must come down. SUV, and another SUV. This is not my vibe. Then there's the 118 Ice. I can't drive all the way from Nelspruit to Polokwane for this. We have tons of 18 Ice in Mpumalanga. The 4 Series coupes won't work because they only have 2 doors and that means there's only one interesting car left, the Accident 335i. For the sake of content I'll put it on my list, but I already know the outcome, there's no mystery here. A lot of people suggested that I should go to the Dome and I hope I won't be disappointed. For now I'll just continue monitoring the cars I have on my list and if they don't drop to my sweet spot within the next few weeks, we're going to the Dome. From the cars we covered today, which one were you gonna buy if you were on the market for a used BMW? Let me know in the comment section. And that brings us to the end of today's hunting episode. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more car content in a Mzansi context.